Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we've actually done Arsenal vs Liverpool match and sadly it didn't end well for us. We suffered our defeat against them. I mean, Liverpool did get revenge, but it's because they got one of our players and one of our players actually scored a goal against us. So yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking to see that. But in today's episode, we're actually going to be playing West Ham versus Arsenal. So Arsenal did beat West Ham, but only just. Whereas now West Ham is a pretty good side. They used to have Declan Rice, but now that Declan Rice has come to our side, it's going to be pretty good. And Rice did actually score a goal against them, so if he scores a goal here, it's going to be good. And this is the reason why I'm actually going to be putting Rice in the starting lineup. I mean, yes, I know everyone is fit, but come on. Rice deserves this position. Kamavinga's doing that good. We'll put Kamavinga in the bench, I would say, because subbing him off would probably be... I mean, he's already 20 years old and he's grown up, his overall pretty much. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting, that's all. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And, yeah, so I can get my content alive and such. So, yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back. Or not back, but yeah. Sorry. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and without further ado, let's enjoy this amazing match. Alright guys, we're here to see West Ham versus Arsenal here at the London Stadium. And it's going to be a very classic game, so make sure to enjoy this one because West Ham, they're actually 8th in the table, so yeah. And as you can see, West Ham look to improve Arsenal, and I think I've read this before. And yeah, Spurs lose to Brighton, surprisingly, and yeah. As you can see right here, Man City did actually get they're actually 8 points ahead of us because of that loss to Liverpool. But like I said, when you win against teams like this, it's just that it's too much. Like, you just can't, have that high expectations and, getting to that position yet. Because first, you need to beat those teams. And right here, we're up against West Ham. They're in 8th place, but if they actually get a win here, they can at least slow the gap. Because now Liverpool already got a win, so they might be at least safe for the time being. Now they're just fighting for the European spot. And as you can see, Chelsea, they're actually rising for some reason. I mean, they were languishing at the bottom. Now they're rising. They're in 4th place, so didn't see them coming. But looks like we're going to go to the squad side. And looks like everyone's fit. Yup, everyone is actually fit, so they're actually gonna be in action for today's match. And pre-match report, they have Antonio, Paqueta, Fred, Smyshek, Zuma, Kufal, Salemakers, Cresswell, Areola, and Fornals. But let's take a look at the inbox here before we get started. Oh, that's the wrong one. I think, yeah. Yeah, it's right here. So, yeah, they got some money. They have 142,978. So, this is pretty good. And Odegaard is still the captain, so yeah. So, let's go to match day. Here's Partey, who scored a goal against us, which is, kind of heartbreaking to see that. But he at least got a bit of game time, so at least that's good for him. Kick and rush. They don't have any key defensive or key attacking players, so should be good here. But they're going for kick and rush, kick and rush, while we're going for gegenpressing. We're into creating a lot of pressure against them. But anyway, we're going to make some changes, and Kamavinga is actually going to be the only player to come off because Declan Rice, yup, he's actually going to be for today's action. And this could be good for us because Declan Rice is always a good player. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's enjoy this match. Alright. Aaron Cresswell. He's actually going to be retiring after the season. So this is actually going to be more emotional here for him. So everyone's expecting Aaron Cresswell to actually perform because this is actually his final season. But yeah, West Ham versus Arsenal here at the London Stadium. which is actually the place where the 2012 Olympics took place. But yeah, this is actually going to be more emotional to see one of the players from West Ham actually retiring at the end of the season. And that's Aaron Cresswell. So yeah, and he's actually a defender, so maybe to make such good tackles. Could be his last match, we don't know. This could be his last match, or maybe his last season, we don't know. But Arsenal, they need to really perform well because they're just somehow lacking a bit of consistent form. I mean, yeah, they've got some wins in the back, but they just have to be, have that streak. But looks like Alphonse Areola is actually the keeper, Aaron Cresswell, the left back, Zuma's the captain, Fred from Manchester United, Mikel Antonio, Alexis Saelemaekers. I don't think we've seen him be in action, and Thilo Kehrer. And here's Arsenal's starting 11. The only change we made was Camavinga because he's put into the bench for Declan Rice to show up. But let's take a look at this starting 11. Ramsdale is in there. Defense is always there. The only change was Declan Rice in for Camavinga. And Santiago Jimenez is actually going to be the backup striker just in case if Gabriel Jesus underperforms. And Camavinga's already gone to the bench.
Thanks for attending today's game at the London Stadium. Enjoy the match.
And looks like this is going to be a very good game. Arsenal will be kicking off first, but we don't know if they can actually draw their first blood, because if they don't, West Ham might actually have the advantage because they're actually going to be kicking second and they might actually try to put possession, have the ball possession if they like or want to. But looks like Arsenal will be starting off. And here's Gabriel Jesus. Jesus finds Rice. He actually manages to embarrass West Ham's players right there. Here's Jesus. But what a tackle though. And now here's Kurt Zouma with it. Souček has it. Souček finds Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta finds Mikel Antonio. And the defense has been completely stretched. But Zinchenko manages to tackle him. And he finds Havertz, Kai Havertz. Havertz finds Declan Rice. A former West Ham player. What can he do? He slide passes to Martin Odegaard. Still Odegaard, but Aguerd comes with a good tackle and Mikel Antonio has it. He manages to find Souček. Souček tries to find Antonio, but Gabriel manages to tackle him and he finds Havertz. Havertz finds Martinelli. It's still Martinelli. Martinelli shoots and he scores a wonderful goal and he puts Arsenal in front. Not surprising. A former fraudulent player to now a consistent goal scorer. But what a pass from Kai Havertz. Gets an assist for a pass from for a Martinelli goal, I would say. Areola was going to save that one, but he got nutmegged. He actually got nutmegged. And Martinelli gets on the score sheet. So this is going to be very interesting to see if Arsenal can, maintain the form that they've been having for the past few weeks or few games. Martinelli's on the score sheet. And Arsenal still manages to do good with the tackles. Finds Declan Rice. And Gabriel Jesus is actually the campaign to remember. Declan Rice finds Martin Odegaard. But he somehow gets stunned there for a second. And Souček has it. Souček finds Paqueta. Still Paqueta. Jared Bowen is there for the support. Finds Mikel Antonio. Crosses this one, but Ben White intercepts this. And he has to force it out, which is going to be a throw-in for West Ham. Now here's Kufal. Kufal throws it to Paqueta. Paqueta finds Souček. Souček might actually be thinking of shooting from there, but he actually misses it. That could have been a chance for West Ham to equalize. Ramsdale was nowhere close to saving that one, but it was anyway going to go off target, and it's going to be a goal kick for Arsenal. Excuse me. It looks like Ramsdale's actually going to be going short. Finds Saliba. William Saliba finds Ben White. Still White. White finds Rice. And looks like, as you can see right here, Aaron Cresswell is going to be hanging up the boots. Might be his last match or maybe playing his final season. Don't know. But either way, he is actually going to be retiring. That's for sure. And Gabriel Jesus tries to shoot from there, but Areola makes a good save. What a chance for Arsenal to actually get 2 goals. Or get the second goal, I would say. Now Bukayo Saka does the corner, but Kurt Zouma just heads this one away. Martinelli has it. Still Martinelli finds William Saliba. Saliba finds Rice. Rice shoots and he scores. The former West Ham player scores the goal for Arsenal. He's actually won 1 trophy with them, and that was the Conference League. So yeah. So Rice has already got 1 trophy for himself. And he also won the Community Shield, that's 2. But in this one, he's only won 1 trophy. Obviously in the sim. We only managed to win 1 trophy, and that is the Community Shield. But for his career, he might have won a lot more, I would say.
Goal for Arsenal, number 41, Declan Rice.
But looks like Rice is he's really happy about his playing time. Got a goal, showed up his consistency, and that's how he manages to get this one. Saliba manages to tackle him, just manages to find Ramsdale before he actually lost the ball there. And now Zinchenko has it. Still Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Rice. Still Declan Rice. Rice finds Gabriel. Back to Rice. Arsenal are thinking of actually going for their 3rd goal there. Now here's Rice. Rice finds Saka. Saka finds Odegaard. Odegaard finds Declan Rice. Manages to dribble there. Still dribbling, but he gets tackled. And Paqueta has it. Paqueta finds Mikel Antonio. Still Antonio. Antonio manages to use his pace. But can he actually score this one? He tried, but Ramsdale makes a pretty good save. And obviously the Scottish manager David Moyes was kind of fuming there, because that could have been West Ham's chance to get 1 goal back. But Arsenal have a lot of big games coming up. They have Manchester United, Chelsea, City and Spurs. So they already had their 2nd game against Liverpool, which is already a loss for them. But they did win against Liverpool back at Anfield, so all is not lost for Arsenal. But anyway, Ramsdale just manages to chuck this one out before actually, being in under pressure situation. And now here's another corner for West Ham. Salamakers is actually the one to take the corner. He actually scored a goal against Arsenal back at the Emirates. So if he actually tries to tries to pressure them, this could be good. And that was a chance for West Ham. But Ramsdale makes another save. So back-to-back corners for West Ham. Salamakers. Is Ramsdale going to be coming in though? No, he's not. Instead, Naif again has the ball. He finds Soucek. Soucek back passes to Salamakers. Salamakers finds Antonio. Antonio. But what a tackle. And that could be half-time here, as Arsenal have a 2-goal lead over West Ham. Arsenal are still managing to do what Arsenal do. Try to maintain the lead. But obviously Declan Rice, the man to score the goal in the first half, manages to put the insurance goal, and that's how Arsenal have a comfortable lead over West Ham. So it's half-time with Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. And as you can see in the highlights, a goal from Martinelli. Scored in the 13th minute. And then a goal, and then an attempt from Gabriel Jesus. But then a save from Areola, Alphonse Areola. 29th minute. A wonderful pass from Saliba, and Rice scoring an absolute beautiful shot. Too good for Areola. couldn't save that one. But then West Ham had chances. But Ramsdale just keep on saving. That's what he does best, saving goals. So both of them have 3 shots. But except Arsenal has 2 goals and West Ham didn't even got a single goal there from those 3 shots. So, yep. Let's take a look at the team management and see if everyone is fit. They're all fatigued. But let's see who's the most fatigued. So it's, I think, Saliba who's actually the most fatigued one. So yeah, we're actually going to be thinking of making a change there in the futures. But for the time being, we're just going to keep it as it is. We don't want to, break the form. So yeah. So we'll be right back for the second half. So don't go anywhere, guys. Alright guys, second half is coming up. And West Ham, like I said, good thing Arsenal has scored goals, because West Ham, they're just going to be keeping on with the possession and such. So this could be something that Arsenal has to, be careful of. And they're already in the attacking half. Fred has it, but it was off target. Well, it was not off target, but there was an actual block. And it's actually from Saliba. Saliba actually blocked it, so it's actually going to be a corner kick for West Ham. They're actually having more corners than Arsenal. They only have 1 corner. And it's going to be Fred, the player who actually took the shot to take the corner. What is Fred going to do? He crosses it in, but what a block from White. Kufal has it. Still Kufal. Goes into the box. Arsenal has to really worry about this one, because this could be a chance for West Ham to get 1 goal back. But Ramsdale makes another save. This guy is in top of making saves. And like I said earlier, Saliba is actually going to be the one to go off for Hurrien Timber. And West Ham are actually making 3 changes. 3 substitution here for West Ham. But yeah, Arsenal, they're going to be giving up Saliba for Timber. Hurrien Timber. Nice, Salamakers with the ball. Hurrien Timber manages to mark it, finds Ramsdale. The Ramsdale has to somehow go it. He finds Hurrien Timber. Timber finds Saka. And Garcia's actually made a move to Atletico Madrid, and it's confirmed. Saka has it. Still Saka. He manages to dribble the ball, and he finds Ben White. Ben White crosses this one. But Soucek just gets this one away. Martinelli finds Havertz. Could be a chance for Arsenal to get the 3rd goal of the game. But Areola makes a good save.
Substitution for West Ham United. Coming off the pitch, number 8, Pablo Fornals. To be replaced by number 20, Jared Bowen.
But looks like Zinchenko is going to be coming off for Kane and Taney.
Substitution for Arsenal. Coming off the pitch, number 35, Alexander Zinchenko. To be replaced by number 3, Kieran Tierney.
It's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Saka actually goes for a long shot, but it was a block. Martinelli has it. Martinelli shoots, but Areola makes another save. And Arteta's basically being a bit more confident on Arsenal, because they're actually putting more pressure on West Ham. And plus, having the 2-goal advantage is actually having that effect on Arsenal, being a bit more pressuring towards their opponents. So yeah, that's why their tactics is gegenpressing, because they actually build more pressure on their opponents. And now it's a corner kick here for Arsenal. Martinelli is going to be the one to take the corner. He crosses this one. Gabriel Jesus tries to head it this one, but it was a weak one. Emerson has it. Tries to cross this one, but Ben White has it, and he finds Timber. Timber finds Declan Rice. Declan Rice finds Saka. Still Bukayo Saka. Saka shoots, but another save from Alphonse Areola. And Saka is actually going to be the one to come off for Eduardo Camavinga. And now Camavinga is going to be playing in the right midfielding position. So this might actually be a bit more different for his way. But we actually got Rice playing in Camavinga's position. So kind of makes sense. Martinelli crosses this one. But Danny Ings gets this one away. But it's still with Martinelli. Martinelli has it. Martinelli shoots, but Areola makes a good save. And Soucek just manages to clear this one off. Finds Fred, but straight in the hands of Declan Rice. White has it. But Areola makes a good save because that was an offside trap that West Ham have put. So that's why Arsenal kind of messed up there. Now West Ham really have to create that opportunity. Time is ticking. Jared Bowen has it. Still Jared Bowen. Bowen crosses this one. Finds... I don't know who that player was. Oh, it's Chimi Avila. Chimi Avila is actually the player out of nowhere. Scored that goal from a volley position. And West Ham are actually back in it. That was actually a good volley from Avila. Kind of forgot his name there. It was not a known West Ham player, but it's actually from the bench player, Avila. Is he actually going to be the super sub that can actually put West Ham in a good position to at least snatch a point? Scored in the 75th minute. West Ham have a chance to draw this game. So Arsenal are really looking to build pressure now. It's now or never. Rice has it. Still Declan Rice. He tries to find it, but Emerson just blocks it. He just intercepts it. Now it's Fred. Fred finds Soucek. Soucek finds Salamakas. Salamakas finds Avila. Avila with a good cross to find Jared Bowen. Bowen shoots, and he puts West Ham in a good equalizing position. Oh my goodness. Arsenal have just bottled a 2-0 lead. I cannot believe what Arsenal are just doing. Now Arsenal, they really have to think straight. They already have used all their substitution. So this could be terrible for Arsenal. West Ham are actually going to go for a comeback here. There's still time for a comeback.
Goal for West Ham United. Number 20, Jared Bowen.
Martinelli has it. Finds Havertz. Havertz finds Tierney. Kane Tierney. Tierney chips this one and finds Hurrien Timber. Hurrien Timber has it. We're 85th minute here. Arsenal really has to think smart here. Now here's Hurrien Timber. Still Timber. Still Timber. Still Hurrien Timber. Timber. He shoots. But Areola makes a last minute save. And Arsenal, they're out of ideas here. Saka finds Ben White. Ben White kind of uses pace there, but I think that's a bit of a mess up here from Arsenal. Gabriel does block it, but I think now it's going to be a draw here for West Ham. West Ham managed to steal a point. Oh, they can actually go for a win here. Danny Ings. But what a last-saving tackle from Hurrien Timber. They had chances, man. Arsenal really had chances. But Areola made with that last-minute save might have proved the difference. And with that, Arsenal will be getting a 2-2 draw. They had the 2-0 lead, but they blew it. That was a chance for Arsenal to at least reduce the gap. So now they're now 7 points behind Manchester City. But what a game that was. Arsenal with the 2-0 lead at halftime. They blew the 2-0 lead thanks to 2 late goals from West Ham. Avila scoring it in the 75th minute and Jared Bowen scoring it in the 82nd minute. So it's full time with West Ham 2, Arsenal 2. That was a chance though for Arsenal to at least reduce the gap. But it is what it is. West Ham's defense was pretty good. They managed to turn up in terms of attacking here. The 75th minute, a goal from Avila, the super sub. Got 1 goal back for West Ham. It's a bit of a letdown here for Arsenal as they did dominate most of the game, but it all came down in the 82nd minute with a goal from Jarrod Bowen. Ramsdale tried to save this one, but sadly, it's not his day. Just had to give away goals at the last minute. And we're going to be going to the post-match interview. So Arsenal are going to be 7 points behind Man City as it stands.
Just a couple of questions for you.
Well, let's take a look though. Are you frustrated not to have won this time round? The opposition played with more energy this time for sure. I'm not looking for excuses, but the lads have played a lot of football lately, and we look second best physically. You probably thought you could win today. Are you disappointed to only come away with the draw? Did the quality of West Ham surprise you? We did a lot of good things in the game. If anything let us down, maybe it was that we were a little careless in possession. Definitely there were things we gave away. The game was there to be won, but after conceding the equalizer, were you worried your team might drop off and end up losing? I expected us to go on and win the game, but after they equalized, the momentum shifted and we had to work hard to make sure we didn't lose. A draw was probably the right result in the end. And that's all we had in mind. So Arsenal have a 2-2 draw over West Ham. So they're still in second place. But now, well, that's the notifications. Oh yeah, that's just the email and such. So yeah, let's take a look at the player chat. And it's from Martin Odegaard. I know people have been talking about the position you're playing me in. I just want to say I'm ready to do whatever's necessary. And you can be even better. Alright? So our next game is against Burnley. I really hope you enjoy this one. And we'll be back for our next game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back. And just as we witnessed, we got a 2-2 draw. I mean, we would have lost that game, but it is what it is. We at least managed to come with a draw, but we were having the 2-0 lead. So it was kind of a slight letdown for us. But at least we didn't lose the game. But as it stands, we're still winless in our 2 games. So our next game is against Burnley. So I really hope we can get a job done. And especially against Vincent Kompany. And Vincent Kompany is a pretty good manager. In real life, he's not playing. He's actually managing Bayern Munich. So he has that aura. So yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. It was sad that we didn't win this game, but at least we didn't lose. And it was a pretty entertaining match. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Our next game is against Burnley. I really hope you subscribe to my channel as it makes a lot to me, or as it means a lot to me. Because I really make a lot of good content, a lot of community, post it in the community section whenever there are a few updates. So yeah. Just to see and, make it a bit more interesting. So, yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here. Signing off.